Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the August 31st, 2010 Town of Wareham Board of Selectmen Sewer Commissioners meeting. I will ask for a call to order, but I will also ask for a nomination for Chair Pro Tem, please.
Madam Chair, I'd like to nominate Kara Winslow as the Clerk Pro Tem for the evening.
Is there a second?
Oh, second. Well, you said Chair.
I said Chair,
But
sorry.
I said Clerk in the motion.
She said Clerk. Motion is for Clerk. If she wants to be Chair, she can be Chair. Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? It's 4-0-0. Thank you, Mrs. Winslow, for being clerk this evening. So I'll ask you to take the roll call, please.
Madam Chair, 4 selectmen are present. Mr. Cruz is absent, and Town Administrator Mr. Andrews is here.
Thank you. Do we have any announcements?
No.
Okay, citizens' participation. Is there anybody who'd like to speak before the board this evening? Mr. Cronin, please come up and identify yourself for the record. Nice to see you.
Good evening.
Hey, John.
My name is John Cronin. I live at 207 Charge Pond Road. And a few neighbors and I are aware that during tonight's meeting, there will be a discussion on a proposed wind turbines for Wareham. So we are hereby requesting in writing to be put on the board's agenda for September 14th, 2010 to comment on said proposal. And I'm requesting, Madam Chair, that you please get back to me at 291-0006 to confirm that we could be put on that agenda for September 14th. I've emailed that to you, but here it is in writing for you. So that's all I came for.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Cronin. I don't think that will be a problem. Can you consider it done?
Mr. Andrews, how are you?
Good, thank you, sir.
Is there anyone else who wishes to come before the board this evening? Good. Nobody. Thank you. Right, our next order of business is the consent agenda. I don't think we have any bills.
No, Madam Chair.
And then we have a couple of appointments to the WCTV Board of Directors. I would entertain a motion for the appointments to the WCTV Board of Directors, please.
Madam Chair, I make a motion to appoint Paul Ciccatelli to the WCTV Board of Directors for the Town of Wareham to a term to expire no later than June 30th, 2011.
Second.
A motion and a second. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Abstained? It's 4-0-0. Thank you, Mr. Ciccatelli.
Madam Chair, I make a motion to appoint Roy Branton to the WCTV Board of Directors for the Town of Wareham to a term to expire no later than June 30th, 2011.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It's 4-0-0. Thank you, Mrs. Winslow. We have no licenses and permits this evening. We have a couple of guests this evening, but I think that we're going to jump right into the Town Administrator's report quickly, if you don't mind waiting for just a few minutes, gentlemen. So he has some important business that sometimes we lose people during the meeting, and there's some information that I think he wants to give out to the public while they're still watching. Hopefully they'll stay and watch for you as well. Mr. Andrews.
Madam Chair, thank you through you to the members and to the listening audience and viewing audience. I'd like to lead off with, I attended a meeting this afternoon with 25 key players in the process by which we would address our emergency preparedness for potentially a major hurricane coming in on Friday morning, sometime on Friday. And I just want to say that I was very impressed with the level of prepared paperwork and line of authority and equipment inventory right across the lines. Both fire chiefs, Howard Anderson and Bobby McDuffie, were there. We had Chief Stanley on the line. We had our harbor master, who's here tonight, Gary Buckminster. We had Dave Evans from EMS. We had all of the key players in the process. And I just wanted to say that we also had on the line 290 other municipal officials in Massachusetts along the South Coast, I'm sure, and throughout the entire Commonwealth of Mass, that we're actually listening to the discussions that were going on that were being led by the Massachusetts Emergency Management Agency. And with that being said, I want to reinforce that I believe we are prepared. In fact, we're going to go to the next level of preparedness just to be prepared, and that we have mobilized or have begun to mobilize assets that are in the town and in the region to make sure that we have the highest level of effectiveness for the potential hurricane coming through. I also wanted to mention that even if we have a very difficult storm, we want to make sure that the roads are open and we have the proper assets in place. And we have asked businesses to contribute and to be ready, stand with us and be ready for a potential hurricane of size coming through sometime on Friday. We're going to meet again tomorrow at 12:30 at Chief Anderson's, I wouldn't call it an office, it's like a hall, to be able to go through step by step of what we expect and what we're seeing. We're getting literally information from the National Weather Service. You have copies in front of you. And I also want to commend Chief Stanley for putting together a plan that was sent out electronically that it was in his regular process of accreditation for the police department. It's an update to the police plan that would provide us with a high level of hopefully effectiveness and safety for all of our citizens. So I apologize for my scribbling in my notes, but there'll be another set coming through tomorrow, and then there'll be another set on Thursday, and then we'll make whatever preparations that we need to for Friday or sometime thereafter. Thank you, Madam Chair.
I'd like to reiterate that that's a potential hurricane, and hopefully it will keep going south and east of the Cape and Wareham.
Madam Chair, item A, if I could, this was mentioned last week in terms of format. I just want to say we are making solid progress on our financial management action plan. That was the plan that was brought through this board that was sent to the town from the Massachusetts Department of Revenue. And that includes, if you can just hop down to on the personnel actions on the F, we are in the process of hiring an assistant town accountant, and that is a process by which that was outlined in the financial management action plan that you have. If you don't have it in front of you, I have copies here. But the idea is to make sure that we have weekly updates. We are making other solid reporting, if you will. And I'm going to get a checklist so that we can put the check marks on the list so you can see where we stand week to week, and we're in the process of doing that. The second item I have in front of you is an update.
And we'll see that starting next week.
That's correct. Thank you. Through you, Madam Chair.
I'm sorry.
The item B, if I could, we had great news coming to the town, which I've shared with not only this board but the school committee and the superintendent. I see Vice Chairman Kenny Fonce in the audience tonight. Working cooperatively, Congress passed Public Law 111-226, which is going to provide us with the remaining part of our Chapter 70 aid to the penny, to the town, so we can make an effort going forward to finally put that last piece in place with the school district, so that as the federal government provided Massachusetts with $204 million of aid, the town will receive something in the vicinity of $750,000 to cover that base and to be able to move forward. And there's an attachment that I've provided to you, and also an update that you have outside of your packet, Madam Chair. Last Wednesday, was proud to attend the Police Association annual cookout with Madam Chair, Chairwoman Donahue, Members Ekstrom, Selectman Holmes, and Selectman Cruz. I thought it was a great event. It was a great celebration by the Police Association to have good contact. A lot of the officers did a lot of the cooking,